Previously, Aisha, the daughter of wealthy Alhaji Aminu, fell in love with Hassan, a poor laborer on her father's farm. Despite their differences, they continued to see each other in secret. However, Aisha's father had other plans for her future. He arranged for her to marry Abdul, the son of his friend and business partner. Aisha's mother, Fatima, suggested that Aisha participate in the Kano Hikayata storytelling competition, where the winner could request a single wish. Aisha saw it as an opportunity to fight for her love and future. With the help of her mother and her son, she prepared for the competition, crafting a story that spoke to her own situation. On the day of the Hikayata, Aisha told the tale of love, hope, and disobedience, captivating the audience and judges. The story ended with a cliffhanger, leaving the audience wondering what would happen next. As the final words left Aisha's lips, the silence stretched on a while longer. Then, a ripple of applause, which quickly turned to a thunderous ovation, broke out. Aisha's heart pounded in her chest as she saw tears well up in her father's eyes. The story had brought back memories of his own youthful love, which he had sacrificed because of tradition. The judges, moved by Aisha's tale and the raw emotions it evoked, declared her the winner. The crowd erupted in cheers, the Hikayata witnessing a unique victory, a victory for love and the power of storytelling. Looking towards her father, Aisha saw a shift in his gaze. He had a look of understanding and empathy. He knew then that he couldn't deny her happiness any longer. The crowd jubilated as Aisha and Hassan stood on the edge of the Durbar Square, their hands intertwined, a testament to the enduring power of love and the magic of Kano storytelling. The fight for their future was far from over, but with their story echoing in the whole city, they knew they had taken the first step towards a life filled with love and free from the bounds of tradition. The Hikayata victory did not bring instant bliss. Alhaji Aminu, a man of tradition, wrestled with the emotions his daughter's story had unearthed. He saw a reflection of his youthful self in the forbidden love between Aisha and Hassan, a love he had sacrificed for a comfortable life. He admired Aisha's courage and the raw emotion in her storytelling, a powerful reminder of the human spirit's yearning for love. Sorry to interrupt your listening, I just want to make a humble request. Please just take a second to click on the subscribe button to encourage us to keep posting. Thank you and God bless. Let's continue. However, societal pressures and whispers of disapproval from influential figures and friends weighed heavily on him. He spent long nights pacing the cool marble floors of his chambers, his thoughts torn between making his daughter happy and still honoring tradition and his family's name. One scorching afternoon, Alhaji Aminu summoned Aisha to his private quarters. Taking a deep breath, Aisha stepped inside. The air in the room was thick with anticipation and the hint of sandalwood incense. Her father sat on a plush velvet cushion, his face etched with a mixture of contemplation and concern. Aisha, he began, his voice gruff. Your story at the Hikayata, it moved me more than you know. A glint of hope flashed in Aisha's eyes. Baba, she said, her voice trembling slightly, I only wish for a love that makes my soul happy. A love that allows me to grow alongside a good man. Alhaji Aminu sighed, his gaze softening. Love is a powerful force, my daughter, but so is duty. A marriage strengthens families and binds communities. Aisha knew she had to tread carefully. Hassan is a good man, Baba. He is hardworking, respectful, and possesses a kind heart. He would treat me with honor and cherish me as your daughter deserves. A tense silence stretched between them. Finally, Alhaji Aminu spoke with a firm tone. Very well, Aisha. I will meet this Hassan. But know this, he must prove his worth. He must demonstrate his ability to care for you and provide for a future that upholds the Aminu name. A quick relief swept over Aisha. It wasn't a complete victory, but it was a chance for Hassan to prove himself and for their love to win over her father's reservations. Aisha knew that Hassan was up to the task. The following days were a lineup of activities. Preparations were made for a grand gathering where Hassan would be presented to Alhaji Aminu and the elders of the family. Halima, ever the loyal friend, helped Hassan prepare, drilling him on customs and traditions of the people. He was nervous, but the thoughts of Aisha and the future they craved fueled his determination. On the day of the gathering, Hassan arrived dressed in a crisp white kaftan, his head adorned with a neatly folded red and white skull cap. His hands trembled slightly as he greeted Alhaji Aminu, his eyes filled with respect and a nervous anticipation. The gathering was a test of wills. Alhaji Aminu observed Hassan with a discerning eye, grilling him on his work ethic, his plans for the future, and his understanding of his responsibilities towards a wife and family. Hassan, fueled by his love for Aisha, answered each question with sincerity and a quiet confidence. Later, under the twinkling sky, after the day's ceremony, Alhaji Aminu summoned both Aisha and Hassan. Hassan, he began with a firm voice, "You have shown me respect and a genuine desire to care for my daughter. You have a long road ahead of you, but I am willing to give you a chance." A broad smile split Hassan's face, relief washing over him like a cool breeze. He bowed low in respect. "Thank you, Alhaji," he said, his voice thick with emotion. "I promise to work hard and never betray your trust." Alhaji Aminu then turned to Aisha, his gaze filled with understanding. "You, my daughter," he said, "you have shown me the power of love and the importance of following your heart. But remember, a marriage is a partnership built on respect and compromise." Aisha, tears welling up in her eyes, embraced her father tightly. "Thank you, Baba," she whispered. "You won't regret this." The path towards their future was paved not just with love, but with respect, hard work, and the unwavering support of Aisha's mother and her friend Halima. As Aisha and Hassan stood hand in hand, gazing out over the vast Kano landscape, they knew their journey had just begun. The forbidden love story, born amidst the dusty fields, had taken a momentous step towards a future filled with love and free from the bounds of tradition. News of Alhaji Amini's acceptance of Hassan spread like wildfire through the bustling Kano marketplace. Whispers turned into excited chatter, with many praising Aisha's courage and the power of her storytelling. However, the news reached some ears that did not welcome it. The opulent mansion of Malam Umaru. Abdul, his face contorted in a mask of rage, slammed his fist on the intricately carved table. He bellowed, "How dare that lowly farmhand take what is rightfully mine?" Malam Umaru stroked his beard thoughtfully, with disappointment written all over his face. He had envisioned a grand alliance between their families, a union that would solidify their influence in Kano. "Calm yourself, Abdul," he advised, with an angry voice. "But father, the wedding preparations have already begun. What can we possibly do?" Malam Umaru's eyes gleamed with a cunning glint. "There are ways, Abdul. We just need to be persuasive." The days leading up to the wedding were filled with tension. Malam Umaru and his son Abdul, filled with resentment, began to employ underhand tactics. Fabricated and twisted rumors about Hassan's past began to circulate through the marketplace. Some villagers began to question Hassan's worthiness. However, Aisha remained resolute. With Hassan by her side, they faced each challenge head-on. Hassan, through his unwavering dedication and hard work, earned the respect of the community. He managed to secure a small plot of fertile land, a testament to his ambition and a promise of a secure future. One night under the moonlight, as Aisha and Hassan sat under the big tree, sharing moments of laughter and love, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was Halima, looking very worried. "Aisha," she whispered urgently. "Abdul, he's been spreading rumors about Hassan. He claims your love is based on a trick, that Hassan cast a spell on the judges to declare you the winner of the storytelling." Aisha's heart sank. These were the underhanded tactics she had feared. But giving in to fear was not an option. She looked at Hassan, his eyes filled with support. "We will not let him win," she declared, with a firm voice. The next day, Aisha, determined not to let Abdul get away with his fabricated stories about Hassan, gathered the entire town in the Kano Doba Square and addressed them. With Hassan standing beside her, she recounted their story once again. This time, however, she spoke not just of love, but of resilience, of facing adversity with courage and honesty. Her words, with the same raw emotion that had won her the Hikayata, resonated with the people. They saw the genuine love between Aisha and Hassan, a love that had weathered doubt and slander. The crowd began to murmur, and looking in Abdul's direction, he felt embarrassed and walked away in shame. The day of the wedding ceremony finally arrived. The Aminus left no stone unturned in showcasing their wealth. They made sure that everything was grand and that their daughter had the talk of the town wedding. It was a joyous occasion. The entire town came together to celebrate the union of two hearts, proof that love, when true and resilient, can overcome the weight of tradition. Testament of true love. What lessons did you learn from the story? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and don't forget to share with your family and friends.